What is going on? I'm jmet. Today we are going to be doing some booming of the beaches. Jump on into that shop. There are all sorts of free stuff. Free diamonds for the Boom Beach 9th anniversary. Free gold and some green shards for St. Patty's Day. Let's scroll over here. We're going to throw code jmet in our shop while we're there. It does wonderful things for all of your Boom Beach things. Speaking of all of the Boom Beach things, we are going to be doing all of them today. First, we're going to be claiming that submarine. Next up, we're going to jump on into Warships. Little bit of details there. Specifically jumping on into this account, which is at the 6 engine room level. Many of you asking, should you be going to 7? And the answer is you should be going to 7 if you think you could realistically get all the way to that Doom Cannon. If not, and you just want to make diamond, it's probably better to hunker down, which is what I've done on this account. Went back, got barrage, went back, got our friends the critters, went back, got Kevy Kavan, went further back, got rifles. We now have basically everything you could ever need to win at the 6 engine room level. I don't think we've missed anything except for maybe artillery, but barrage is going to do all that and a bag of chips. Also, went back and got the mortar that is right there. Got the 2 mortars that are there and this mortar back here, just fully loading up the base. Also got the CMO. I think I spent in the neighborhood of 205 keys. Starting to win as a result. So we're going to jump in now. We've got all sorts of troops to use, all sorts of different things, giving lots and lots of options, which is part of the good stuff. So first of all, we're going to get rid of those seekers, not going to be using those on this hit. Now, I'm only going to be doing 1 hit. We're only doing 1. This is going to be a 1-hit wonder. I am only going to be using 2 boats of heavy choppas. Let's get all of our stuff in. We're going to clear mines using our good friends, the critters. Like, there's just so much good stuff happening on all of this at the moment. So shouldn't need to worry too much about any of this, but we still will keep an eye on that left-hand side rocket launcher, intentionally sending our troops slightly left of center, letting all of the critters clear all of the mines. Did I miss the shock on that rocket launcher? Yes, I did. That was super duper awesome on my part. But still, we've got so much firepower on this base that we should still be able to walk through all that. We have lost 0 laser rangers so far. And when you can get this far into a base without having lost any laser rangers, generally speaking, you're going to win. Now, this base was very much primed for laser rangers, those compact bases. Should have been a gimme. We'll see if it actually was a gimme or not as we start to lose a few of our laser rangers, getting in tight and close and personal. Let's get rid of that outside rocket launcher that I missed the shock on and see if we can't just finish this puppy off. Now, this time is not going to be super duper great on my part. I've already made way too many mistakes to get a decent time. Generally speaking, should be around the 2-minute mark, but it looks like we're not going to be able to pull that off on this. But maybe, just maybe, if we can get that heavy choppa cruising back towards the forward position. Yeah, it's going to be close. I'm going to guess we're going to be at about 150. That might be slightly optimistic simply because we need to get something out of Kevy Kavan. Kevy Kavan at the moment not being super duper useful, but as soon as we get an engine room or 2 down, there we go. Bringing back some bros. Time, I said 150. I think we're going to be a little bit short of that. Maybe 142? Picking numbers out of my derriere, out of the keister. That right there, that heavy choppa dropping down, actually doing us a little bit of a favor. We ended up picking up a win because our opponent retreated. This was not a good attack, but it was good enough to win. Maybe those extra tokens we spent on defenses coming up to our aid. Regardless, we are going to end that portion of the video right there. Speaking of laser rangers, we are going to load up some laser rangers on our main base. Yes, tanks are on sale. It is Tank Medic Mania for those of you looking for a way to beat watching paint dry. Tank Medic might be for you. Little bit of tongue in cheek there. Not a big fan of Tank Medic. Yes, it is fairly usable, but we also have Rainmakers. I'm going to load... I know what? I'm going to bring 2 boats of Rainmakers just because I want to use these puppies. They're a little bit too slow for my liking. Haven't used them nearly as much as I have in the past, but we also have Scorchers. And if you check out down in here, we've got Laser Ranger damage, so good. Scorcher health, also fairly darn good. We're going to get rid of Brick because Brick is not going to be the hero for us on this, and we are going to jump into Torrent. This is join at own risk. This is an unboosted task force, meaning that I can do silly things, and as long as it's helping get the operation down, 50 members doing dead end, you could basically everyone barrage the cores and still take it down. So lots and lots of free diamonds are awaiting. Really, that's all you need. If you're a task force that is dedicated to playing Warships, dead end, 50 people, super duper smart. You're going to get all the intel you need. You're going to get all those free diamonds. All really depends what your goals are. If your goals are not operation attacks, then it's probably the best scenario for you. I do many operation attacks every single day. So this one, just giving me a little bit extra opportunity. I'm going to throw this flare up in here just to make sure our Rainmakers don't go rogue on us. Those Scorchers are going to be backpedaling, which is not going to be awesome, but hopefully those critters right there are going to get out front enough. Missed the difficult shock, got 5/6 of it, but not quite as much as I was hoping to get. And now we just need to keep an eye on where our Scorchers are headed to. Probably want to shock there and shock there because critter launchers suck on ops. Dr. Kevy Kavan bringing out all of the pain. What do we got here? That rocket launcher is going to be gone. Might as well throw a shock there. Might as well throw a shock there as well. Getting all the things cleared. Rainmakers will survive this attack. Rainmakers cost so much gold. It is absolutely insane. So if you're using Rainmakers on your operation attacks, make darn sure you don't fail because, man, watching the gold just disappear from those guys, so painful. Look at this. We're just going to clear all the way to the core. Kevy Kavan's going to keep bringing back troops. That shock launcher behind the core getting cleared by the Laser Rangers. And at this point, it's basically done. I don't think we're going to finish simply because those shield gens are too darn far away. And I'm not sure that we necessarily want to flare onto something else as far as getting that shock blaster down, but maybe, just maybe, we should reposition our Laser Rangers over onto like this side, somewhere about here. Just trying to get those Laser Rangers to shoot through some other things, hoping maybe, just maybe, we can get rid of that right there with the Laser Rangers. I don't know that they're actually going to touch that, but the artillery coming in super duper clutch. Rocket launchers are probably going to ruin this attack. Maybe let's throw a medkit out there just in case. We actually managed to outrange most of the rocket launchers, and now our Scorcher's going to come in. Can we finish this off? I really don't know. Rainmaker's not really helping at this point. Their DPS is so low. They shoot so darn slowly. But let's be honest here, this base is done like dinner. Even if we don't finish it off, which I was kind of tempted to go get those shield gens, but those rocket launchers and shock launchers said otherwise. The next person can just walk in, use whatever the heck troops they want to use, and I think there were something like 39 attacks left, so realistically, can play save the core. If you're ever in this position, try your darndest to get that core down to 1 HP. It is a great goal. Gets your task force thinking, doing a little tiny bit of math. You got to figure out like, well, I got to do 170 damage. If I get one critter on there for like 4 seconds, It's really, really difficult to get a core down to 1 HP, and if you can pull it off, please, please send me a screenshot, because it's very, very, very rare. Save the core is fun. More fun is trying to get a core down to 1 HP, 1 health point, one, you know what I'm talking about. Now that that is done, we're going to jump over to somewhere else. Okay, this is my account that everyone calls Link or LNK. That is a URL. Many people don't get that for whatever reason, not important. This account is a guest in Hog, which is run by Oh So Growly, a user on Discord. So thank you for that. Many strong accounts in here. I have no powder on this account, so we're just going to see just where we can go. This Chimera, which is in a base that I can never say the name of, we are going to try to shock Bullet about where that mine is. We're then going to pull back and hopefully not have to shock any of these rocket launchers. Then we'll throw one shock right about there on that mortar to get those mortars right there, and hopefully that shock launcher should just about do it, I think. As far as the shore, rocket launchers protecting the shore. So we are going to drop Mr. Bullet at the far right. Then we're going to drop all of our Zookas over there. And now we're going to flare over into there. Just trying not to have to worry about using any sort of smoke at the shore. Easy way to do it. The only question that remains is, can we get Bullet to not hit all of those boom mines? Now, you might have heard me say never flare a cell. On this attack, flaring a cell is actually super useful, lets your Zookas spread out a little bit, helps them clear all of those cells a little bit easier. We are going to throw a barrage right there, trying to get rid of all of those mines. And then we're going to throw one more artillery right there, because I really don't want to watch all my Zookas go poof as they walk towards that section. So this is the point where if you have a leader of your task force or a co-leader of your task force on, you watch this attack. If they eat all the cells and then don't blow up the core because they miss a smoke or something like that, you kick them mid-attack, all these cells come back, their attack goes away, and this only works if you kick them mid-attack. Little known detail that is incredibly useful, but also a bit of a pain. Now, I am going to eat all these cells. Someone can come back here with Scorchers and burn this if I absolutely screw up. We will find out very soon. Lots and lots of GBE. This is an account with crab-ish statues, so we've got all the damage we need, even though we're not boosted, and should be able to pull off a decent attack, one would hope. So we're going to bring all of our troops over to here. Little bit of gappy smokes here, just trying not to get wrecked by those sniper towers. Don't need to be perfect on our smokes, just need to get our troops underneath that final smoke is the important bit, because that shock launcher will start to see us. Come on, dudes, get a walking. And now we're going to walk to about there. This is where I always screw up my smoke, so we're going to go big and fat as you can possibly go on your smokes. Come on. One. Uh-oh, my smokes didn't come out, which is not awesome at all. I clicked trying my darndest to get my smokes out, and it did not go well at all. So Bullet is going to get out, our critters are going to get out on top of that their mortar, and then our troops are just going to blast these things away as we try to keep some of them alive. I missed the shock on the shock launcher. Oh no! All things going wrong. My screen 1000% slid. That was not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. Just gross. Just trying to play catch up there. Missed an easy shock. Got the base down, but like you can see there, 15 attacks. The fact that Rainmakers are here making little silly stupid mistakes like that, not all that big of a deal. I'm better than that, you're better than that. I'm not sure if we have any operation attacks left, but we will find out. Okay, we got one more, and if you're asking yourself, why do you have so many accounts? I've been playing this game basically for 9 years. If you want a guide of how to make an account, check the cards above. If you want a guide on how to make an unopposed account, which is what this is, or to know what an unopposed account is, do check this out. Also, quick note, Party Island is still happening. If you don't have those boom boxes, I have the boom boxes, right? Don't I have the boom boxes? I don't have the boom boxes. Do go check Party Island. Click on the button. Go follow the fireworks. Keep following those fireworks. Find more fireworks. Where are the fireworks? Come on, down in there. Keep clicking. Follow the fireworks. I've got a full guide on this as well. Keep clicking, party. Eventually, the party will come back to your headquarters. You will pick up that new decoration right about there. You can build 2 of them. You don't have to do it twice. There you go. We've got our 2 boom boxes. Wow, I'm glad I went through that. Anyways, we are going to attack strange attractors. If you're wondering why I only have 4 landing crafts, it is just for fun. It is stupid and silly, but it is just for fun. We are going to artillery those 2 buildings. That is going to be clutch, 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 clutch. If you don't understand why I'm artillerying random buildings, please do let me know. It is fairly important that you understand what's going on there because it is called marking. It will get your troops to attack the buildings you want to without having to use flares. Very, very, very useful ability. So what I'm going to do, I am going to flare onto the shock launcher first. We're going to throw 2 of those shocks out. We're going to sit in the blind spot of Mr. Rocket Launcher. And now as soon as that rocket launcher is down, we want to get that laser beam down. Come on, laser beam. Let's now run the heck away. Need our troops to run the heck out of laser range. Now, this base should go down. Probably not going to go down simply because that grappler will keep bringing our troops into spots that we don't want them. Probably should have ran up into there, but I was in a little bit of a panic to get the heck away from that laser beam. Set this base up for someone else to finish. This, by the way, this task force is called Kindergarten 9. This is our do anything, whatever the heck you want kind of task force. Yes, I still use Zookas. But we've got people with green statues. We've got people with blue statues glowing just like that. People using tanks. Really, really doesn't matter what the heck you use in this task force. I am not going to subject you guys to watching all of our Zookas get picked off one by stinking one by that grappler, though. We made it almost the whole way through the 4-minute attack. Final Zooka coming up, down she goes. Not a perfect attack, not a great attack, but that is what low levels are for. We've got 33 attacks left. That sets up that base for an easy finish. That whole left-hand side is cleared. That rocket launcher was standing in the way of most people finishing, so we cleared it out. Also made a little bit extra safety for that there. And look at that, just like that. Talk about having an active task force. Instantly, people jumping in to attack. Yeah, sending bullet out to that left with Rainmakers. Love to see Rainmakers in use. Let's bring it back to the old school. As someone once said, we are going to try to get all 7 stages of Imitation Game using an HQ18 account. Will it go down? I don't know. We should be able to barrage all of the first few stages or so. If not, we're going to end up in a world of pain. I have no idea how much damage my barrage can do. I think barrage and artillery at about this level, I think I can do like 60-ish thousand, somewhere in that neighborhood. Now note, this is my TMOS account, which is stuck at HQ18 intentionally. It has been that way probably for 5 years, maybe even longer than that, simply trying to be useful. That was the TMOS account's primary goal for many years. It is in a future time zone, which allowed it to be super useful as far as doing Dr. T, Imitation Game, War Factory style tutorials. I have not used it in a long time. I'm actually curious to see when the last time I used this account. Many accounts in the mothball. So actually I used it last week. That's not bad. But as you can see there, before that, nothing for weeks and weeks. You'll also notice that if we have a look at my radar, where is my radar? This radar still going 1%, 1%. This account was at about 700 or 800 victory points, trying to get it to 0, which is incredibly slow and tedious. Almost impossible, probably impossible to be completely honest. We are going to gamble a little bit, which is probably silly, just trying to see how much damage we can do with artillery and barrage. It looks like we're going to come up either right on the nose or a little bit short. That was like one rocket from having to drop troops with 0 gunboat energy. Never a good idea. Being GBE poor. By the way, part of the reason why we're doing this all things boom on St. Patrick's Day, and yes, I'm wearing all green. Green screen behind me, full green outfit, hat, you name it, just for your imagination purposes, is because I am gone for 2 weeks, starting basically as soon as this video ends. I am heading off on vacation, disconnecting. We'll have the worst possible internet and just not going to be uploading any videos. Yes, I will be active on my community tab, will be responding to comments, but otherwise AFK, away from keyboard, which means that I'm probably not going to have a sneak peek for the Mega Crab, probably not going to have a sneak peek for season 45, so my apologies, but haven't been on a trip in forever. My kids have never been to they haven't been to many places. I was gonna say they haven't been on a trip, but we spent 6 months in France, so that's kind of out the window. But they just going somewhere that they don't speak the language. I'm super stoked about that. Couple of them, all of my kids speak French fluently, so it'll be interesting to see how quickly they can pick up Spanish. Can't wait to eat street meat with them. We go basically off-grid. This is not an all-inclusive trip. This is us with a rental car figuring out where the heck we're going as day by day trying to find ridiculous hidden away secret spots. That might be a little bit of a ridiculous thing to say that in this day and age. I feel like most of my trips growing up were like camping on a beach in Mexico and stuff like that. But I think since the internet has gotten a little bit more prevalent, that isn't really a thing as far as finding hidden gems. Hoping that it still is. We'll find out. I've got exactly 36 gunboat energy, which is absolutely perfect for what we need. 3 shocks. Let's go. Getting that down as that mortar. Did we lose 2 Zookas there? Stage 5, just crushing this. Low-level Zookas, if you can master them and you have the statues to back them up. So good. So good. I haven't been throwing that down in a little while. Hopefully you guys are picking up the flame, picking up the torch behind me. This base is ridiculous. This is going to be, I think I'll be amazed if we lose more than like 3 troops. What do they have for statues? Yep. Okay. So don't need to worry about anything here except for getting our troops walking and then getting a smoke right about there. We're going to walk to that tree at the end of the dock. That is our standard walking spot on this right-hand side. Get underneath that smoke. So close. So close. As Brick catches up to the ladies. Not perfect. Probably should have used a flare at the shore, but instead just getting a little bit sneaky and tricky in there. We've lost the delay with that rocket launcher, as you can see by the fact that it's shooting at our troops. Whew, making things interesting. We're going to throw a shock back there and over there, and then medkits over here, trying to get this down with medkits as opposed to shocks. Should have probably shocked that back rocket launcher, but I wanted to focus on losing fewer troops, hoping that my medkits would save the day. Medkits do stack, by the way. Getting some extra tokens so that those Rainmakers can get upgraded. If you're not aware, Rainmakers, all those levels will go away. So there's no Mega Crab with these Rainmakers. Not really any incentive to upgrade them besides the pride of doing so. I kind of want to... We're going to do this... We're going to make it so that we have to solo this base. Pulling our safety net right here, right now. I am going to go ahead and get rid of some buildings, make myself a little hidey hole back here. Need to get rid of that mortar. We're going to walk all the way up that middle, hoping that we can get rid of that stuff. And then at the same time, let's get rid of... Kind of want to get rid of that mortar back there. That might seem silly to you. I'll explain why in a second. Getting rid of that mortar should make this attack far, far easier. Rest of our gunboat energy going onto that machine gun. Free setup attack, no problem at all. And now we have no safety net. All 7 stages. If we fail, we fail. Is that silly? Probably, but I kind of like doing things that way. Gives yourself, that way we're going to lose fewer troops if we succeed. If we fail, then we fail, but Imitation Game, not super duper great as far as rewards go anyways. So now that we picked up a couple extra diamonds and also the cost of diamonding our troops went down a little bit, let's get in here, see if we can't get all of these troops into position. Oh, I forgot to explain why. I'll show you why live as far as why I removed that mortar instead of a shock launcher or something a little bit more valuable, for lack of a better term. Trying to keep the delay. I think we might have lost it with some of the buildings. Again, if you don't know what the delay is, please ask. It is so important when it comes to boom beach attacks. You need to know what it is. If you don't, please reach out. So this is why right here I can shock that shock launcher with the Doom Cannon and the rocket launcher. I can shock all of this stuff here. We should be a-okay as far as shocks go. Just sitting in that nice little hidey hole we made. Throw a med kit just because we couldn't throw a smoke. And down goes all 7 stages of Imitation Game. Only used Rainmakers in a video for like 5 seconds this week, just showing where my head is at, missing out on all the Rainmaker goodness, missing out on many things. Thank you for all of your patience and kind words. Anytime I don't upload a video, generally I get behind. I don't want to upload a video for fear of looking stupid or making a mistake, and then I end up falling into this like deep pit of despair where I want to hang out with you guys, want to interact, but then I get pissed at it's just not a good spot. So I went live last night. Thank you for those of you who jumped in. It was a terrible time zone. I'm sorry. I know many of you missed it because you were sleeping or otherwise occupied. That is going to be it for me though. Happy St. Patrick's Day for those of you who observe it or go out and drink green beer or whatever the heck you do. Otherwise, happy weekend, happy spring break. I'll talk to you in April. I'm Zedmont. Thanks for coming in. Use code Zedmont, like, share, subscribe, all of those YouTube-y things. The creator boost expires so fast. Anyways, that's it for me. Happy sunny days, happy daylight savings time. Light till almost 8 p.m. last night. So good. I'm Zedmont. Thanks for coming in. Peace.